In this video, we're going to have a look at an example of how to calculate the range and interquartile range of a data set. Now the range is calculated using the formula highest score minus the lowest score, which is the maximum score minus the minimum score. And the interquartile range is quartile 3 minus quartile 1. Remembering this finds the middle 50% of the data, or the spread of the middle 50% of the data. If you need explanations of how to calculate the range and interquartile range, have a look at the first video that goes through in more detail how to calculate these two amounts. So now let's have a look at an example. So in this example, I want to calculate the range and interquartile range of the data set below. Now my first step I need to do is to put that data set into ascending order. So now that the data set has been arranged into ascending order, I can go ahead and calculate the range. So the range is going to be equal to the maximum score minus that minimum score. So the maximum score is 119, the minimum score is 53. So my range is going to be 119 minus 53, which is equal to 66. Now to calculate the interquartile range, I need to split my data set into two. Now one way of doing that is to find the median term using the median term formula. So that's going to be n plus 1 divided by 2. There's 10 numbers in my original data set, so 10 plus 1 divided by 2. So I'm looking for the 5.5th term. So starting at the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my median number is going to be in between 69 and 70. Now because I had an even amount of numbers in my original data set, when I split it into two, I can just draw a line down the middle between 69 and 70. The first 5 numbers are my first half. The second 5 numbers are my second half. So now I can proceed to calculate the first quartile and the third quartile. So my quartile term is going to equal to n plus 1 divided by 2. So in each half I've got 5 numbers, so 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So I'm looking for my third term. So starting at the beginning of my first half, 1, 2, 3. So quartile 1 is going to equal to 62. Then starting at the beginning of my second half, 1, 2, 3. So my quartile 3 term is going to equal to 79. So now that I know those two amounts, I can go ahead and calculate my interquartile range. So my interquartile range is quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So 79 minus 62. And that is going to equal to 17. So the interquartile range of my original data set was 17, and my range was 66.